Dave Watkins, Turf Nerd Lawn Care. Just want to give you an idea of how to check for active grub worms in a lawn. This is an unusual situation because this is a turf type tall fescue lawn. We don't always, we'll see grub worms, active grubs in turf type tall fescue, but rarely see damage. Okay, I'm going to select a spot that I haven't checked yet. It's not going to be difficult to find, and just give it a little tug. Okay, I don't know if you notice. Oops, sorry. I don't know if you notice. It's lifting up very easily. I don't want to do a whole lot of damage because this is fescue. Quite a bit of this can recover with heavy watering. I'm just going to peel it back a little bit, and sure enough, right away I find my first little bugger right there. Okay, quite a bit of these have probably already moved their way down into the soil. I've been aerating this lawn, so I've disturbed them. There's another one right there. Okay, they're throughout the whole area here. That's how we discover whether or not we have grub worms. Just because we have discolored and drought stress looking turf doesn't necessarily mean it's grub worms. We've had a lot of issues with disease this year, as well as just common drought stress, and we are in a dry period right now. This customer has been watering his lawn, especially recently, so that is a pretty good indicator. If everything else is greening up but you still have these brown spots in the lawn, pretty good chance that it's either insect related or disease related. Quite a bit of this will recover. I'm going to show you an area that's not. When the turf turns this color, you see the difference between the gold tint that the grass has, and here it's almost the color of this concrete. That's dead. That's not recovering. Okay, this little guy right here may be okay, but this needs reseeded. So this customer is going to have to add a little bit of seed to his lawn and water extensively. I've already advised him that he's going to need to apply a curative grub control at this point. Had he applied a preventative earlier in the year, we wouldn't have ran into this, but and frankly, a lot of folks don't apply preventative grub controls to tall fescue, and I don't blame them. We rarely see actual damage from in tall fescue lawns from grub worms, but this has been a year that was absolutely perfect for grubs. We had a very wet summer. The Japanese beetles and masked chafers were laying their eggs right about the third week of July. If you recall, we had 11 inches of rain in July this year, and that moisture carried over into August and allowed those eggs to hydrate. The grub worms made their way up to the surface and started chewing away on these roots, and then about just a couple weeks ago we got dry, and that was a perfect situation for damage to occur. So just wanted to give you guys those tips and that information, and give me a call or leave me a message if you have any questions.